Hello everyone! Welcome in to another stream. It's Tuesday, yeah, and we're back. Yesterday was a really good day because we finished all the details for the ribbon. Ta-da! And now I'm able to finish it. So that's what we're gonna do today. And depending on how far we get, because I was like, yesterday I was like, we finished earlier and we were able to do other things. I was like, why not plan in something a little bit more than just sewing the ribbon together, which is, I don't think it's gonna take that long, to be fairly honest. So yes, I was also thinking about yes, sorry, my brain's just it still needed to wake up. But I'm also gonna do something for the hat, because I don't know if anyone remembers where we left off last time, but we finished the circle. Now the only thing we need to do is sew these little diamond shapes on here so that eventually I can do some embroidery on it. But yeah, I still need to do that, so we might do that today. And when I'm done with that, because that's not going to take that much time as well. Because I still haven't really looked up on how to do embroidery. Or as like, because there's so many ways to do it. I still need to look up the one that I think is gonna look the prettiest, but yes, we still have the flowers that I did yesterday after we finished the ribbon, so we can do that afterwards, if depending on how long everything takes. But yeah, that's a little bit of the plan today. I hope everyone's doing good. At least I am. I'm so excited, but still like needed to wake up a little bit. You know, get into that energy of doing stuff. Better get my sewing machine here. Let's see how well my camera's gonna do. Cause yeah, first thing, it's probably the easiest, is just flipping this and sewing it together. Although I didn't really draw this all too well. But that's okay. Alright, yeah. Because what I need to say is very simple, like, this is probably one of the easiest things that I'm gonna make. Because I literally need to sew this and then that's done. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know why it's turning so dark today. I don't know why my camera's doing this. I am so sorry. Welcome to... I don't know what the hell is happening with my camera again. Because sometimes it's like making everything super duper bright. Oh, sorry, just putting some stuff away. And at other times it's making it a bit dark. Maybe. Right. Nah. Oh well. At least I hope you guys can see what I'm making, because I did put my lights on. But yeah, I'm just gonna do this real quick. It's not that much work. So yeah. And I do need to look up the tutorial for this one again, because I did use a tutorial for this one, because I've never really made a ribbon before. So I used the Sailor Moon Fuku tutorial. It's for free, so and I did do my own spin on it, but how it's made is basically the same. Oh yeah, they put interlining on this one. Ooh. I forgot to do that. Will that be a problem? Let me see. Because I don't mind it being a little less yeah, probably, right? Okay, so I might have to do that fast before I sew this. Oopsie. Yeah, right. Although I might just only do it for this one, because I don't mind these being a little floppy, and the gold detail on it also gives it a bit more structure, so I don't think it's gonna be too bad. Yeah, right. Let's find some interlining, I suppose. Whoopsie. Oh well. Will be on this side. I'm gonna warm up my iron. Some left over here. I'm just gonna use these because I already had this cut out a bit for some other stuff that I was doing. So will that be enough? Probably. That's the inside. So I'll be right back. I'm still gonna be here, but in the background, you know. So, ironing board is all the way over here. Or I guess my legs will still be on stream. There we go. It's like putting a lot of pieces together to make it look nice. But at least I didn't waste it then. Nah, not really. that's done. I'm gonna put it out again because it's gonna get really hot if I keep that on. Because it's nice and cool now, so that's what I like. But I don't want it to get any hotter in here. That's I'm not gonna like that very much. Yeah, for the first parts it's pretty simple. It's just, you know what, I'm gonna put some chalk on here. Just to indicate that that's the top part of it. Because I made it in a way that's it's bigger on one side. Or like the details are not centered. Which is mostly my fault. But yeah, it's pretty simple for the first part. Because for this one I just need to sew this. So like this part and that part. And then flip it inside out with cutting the fabric that I lined the seam allowance into 1/2 centimeter, making it a little bit thinner. So like this side I will cut some stuff off. The same for this one, I'll cut some things off. But it's not that important yet. This one's also very easy. Because this is just the... I don't remember what they called this. Oh yeah, they did that. I don't have that ready though. Oh. Okay, now we're going to the sewing part. That might be a little loud. Although I do need a little test piece first though, to see if the tension is alright. And it won't fuck up what I'm gonna do. Basically. Yeah, I think that's okay. Scissors. Where are my scissors? There they are. There we go. Stuff test piece goes in there. Now I'm just gonna sew this one, like I said, on just 1 centimeter of seam allowance, because that's what I put everywhere. There we go. That's alright. This one. Are you serious? I don't know why my sewing machine does this, but it's where it gets the thread out of the needle for some reason when it's underneath the fucking pedal. I'm like, why? Yeah, hello. I'm doing sewing with my lovely Singer sewing machine. I am sewing together these parts. I just beautifully lined this fabric because I'm using a tutorial for this one because I personally never made a ribbon before, or like a bow, whatever you call it. So, and I forgot that I needed to line this. So I found some pieces of lining. They're beautifully puzzled together. But yeah, sewing. And yes, welcome in as well. I hope you're having a lovely Tuesday. Oh. I'm so happy that you also finished your skirt yesterday. It looked really good. I also can't wait to do a little side project myself. Because it's halfly finished and it's on a pile here in the background. Yes, it turned out so nice. And I really hope the other fabric's gonna come in when you said you needed it. Yeah. I mean, it was only for the underside, so it isn't too bad. If you're not really gonna see it as much. Yes. Oh, it looks so pretty what you made. And I'm like, I really want to see it, you know, in fabric, because we've seen the picture that you shown, but you know, to see it in fabric is always a little, you know, different. It's like, and also to feel what fabric it is, it's also like, yee. Just very excited. But yeah, I hope it comes, because it's so pretty. Also, yes, my sewing machine is loud. I mean, the one in the background, you can't see, but there's one over there. That one's even louder than this one. And then I got another Singer that's in the background of there. That's even louder. But that's the serger. And if you get a cheaper serger, they're always quite loud. I don't know why, but they just are. Yes. Oh, I can't imagine that it's a lot of fun to draw. Yes. So I'm just getting a lot of nice fresh wind from my window, and I love it because it's hot outside. Which I'm kind of like still debating on Sunday because it's going to 29 degrees, and I'm like, oh no, it's gonna be really hot in here, and I'm like, ee. But you know, if I don't stream, that might also be a good thing, because then I might be able to move rooms, or like work on a different room a little bit, because there's a lot of holes in the in the walls, because we've like drilled so many of them because we wanted to hang something up, but then removed it and never, you know, filled in the holes. So there's a lot. I haven't counted them, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's 20 or more holes. But yeah, very excited to move rooms, because then I'm gonna have a bigger sewing room. Yes. I'm kind of gonna have a desk like this as well for all my sewing machines, and it won't be as crowded anymore in here as well. It's gonna be clean, it's gonna be so organized, and I'm really looking forward to it. I just can't wait. I can't wait to clean this room up as well, because it's a mess. Oh my. Because one thing that I do need to do is buy more boxes to put in fabric. Because not only because of my exams I have more fabric, but I went a few times to the thrift shop to buy some stuff for school, but unfortunately couldn't find anything for school. So I felt bad not to buy anything. So I went to the fabric section and bought more fabrics. There were like 50 cents or €1. Because they are smaller pieces. But sometimes, if you're very, very lucky, you can still make things out of it. And I got a really pretty fabric that I might make either a capelet or a cape out of. Because it's so pretty. So pretty. They are going great. Since I already finished, and I technically already have heard my grades, but they're not really official yet, basically. But I will pass for that part. Now there's one thing that I still need to do, and that's one presentation. And depending on how well that goes, I will either have to redo it or I will pass. So technically I can already say that I've got my diploma, but just because of that one presentation that I need to do, I'm still a bit unsure of if I will get it this year or next year. Because technically, since I'm gonna do one study after this that's at the same school, I have until the end of the school year to do that presentation. But because they need to do a lot of administration and just a lot of looking into things, like if everything went fair, and you know, just registering all the grades and stuff, that takes a lot of time. So because that it's not done yet before the end of the school year, I will get it next year, or like next school year, if that makes any sense. So I will technically have my diploma, but I will not have the paper yet. So I will have passed, but it wouldn't have anything official. And yeah, that's the only thing that I'm like, but that's mostly because I had a bit of a setback because of my surgery. But other than that, I think I will pass. It's just when, you know, it's not like I'm confident enough that I will pass. It's just that I don't know when I'll get the diploma. That's all. And like next year, I won't have this exam anymore, that because it's like a separate exam from the other exams that I had. I don't know if it makes any sense, but basically that. And yeah, since it's not really in the course anymore, I don't need to redo it. But there are some other things that I will need to redo next year, like making garments. Like next year I will make another blazer with fancy pants or trousers, whatever you want to call them. But yeah, next year it's only going to be 2 garments instead of 3, and it will be a different exam because it's more of like a portfolio exam, and I'm going to do a really big presentation at the end instead of a reflection, which is like one of the bigger differences, because the entire way they do the exams got changed. Like, I'm the last year that has the exam that I did. So, yeah, very interesting on how that will go next year. But other than that, it went pretty well. And I'm really happy how everything turned out. Although I can see where I could have done better, but that was more of a time thing. So if I had more time, it would have been better, basically. But that's just with a lot of things. If you just have more time, it's gonna be better. Although sometimes not, but that can depend on what you are doing, of course. But for now, I'm just relaxing and doing my own stuff. AKA cosplay! So I do love that. Oh. And then, because we are so fast in making this ribbon, because I kind of thought that it would take me a little longer, but apparently not. So yeah, it's gonna be finished today. Like, maybe some hand sewing I'll do like off stream, because it's like very basic, and I might wait with that a little bit, but all of the sewing stuff is gonna be done today, because it's very easy. Like, we're in the first half hour. Like, already, and it's going great. But yeah, I'm glad they are over though, because I realized that I'm not good with dealing with that kind of stress. I was overthinking everything. And just not feeling all too great. But still excited to finish everything. It's like very, very weird. Very weird feeling. But yeah. I'm really happy how everything turned out, even though I was absent for the first part of it as well. Like, I'm amazed at how well I did. And even my teachers are like amazed at how well I did. Kind of better. And Skittles, hello, hello, welcome on in. I hope you're having a lovely day. I am doing some sewing. I am making a ribbon, but it's, I can't really show you what I made, but this is what I've sewn so far. Yes, sorry. It's something that I really like though, and it always goes really well. Because yesterday we finished all the hand sewing, because I really like that. But for today, I am making the ribbon. I don't know how well you can see it in the picture, but it's in the front here. of the character that I'm making below me. It is Venti from Genshin Impact, and I love it. But yeah, I hope you are doing well today. Just speed sewing. Because this is like a very easy thing for me to do. Because it's just stitching straight lines and then flipping it inside out. Oh, you don't play Genshin. Ooh, you started to play Star Rail. Yeah, I also started to play Star Rail, although I'm not that far yet because I'm playing a different game from my childhood. And I'm kind of addicted to it again. So I'm kind of occupied with that game, but I do really like Star Rail as well. Especially for playing it on your phone, it's a lot nicer than Genshin. Because I also have Genshin on my phone. Because why not, you know? I still haven't really found a character that I really like if I wanted to cosplay, but I think if I play the game a bit more and just looking like at all the new characters that are gonna come out, probably, because Genshin already has a lot, Honkai Impact 3rd also has a lot of characters, although I'm not really familiar with that game though. But I do know there's a lot of similarities between all the games and the characters, which I'm like, ah, fair enough. They still look different enough to be their own character. And then the last one, and then we're halfway done. Oh. I've done it again. That's the only annoying thing about my sewing machine, is that it sews really well, but it often, the thread jumps out of the needle, so it just doesn't sew. So I have to re-thread it sometimes. It's like, why you do this? But like, it's like when I told you about a very simple sewing machine that is the best to buy for like beginners. It's like this sewing machine. It has the tension, the width, the back and forth, the sizing of the stitches, and one wheel with like 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 types of stitches. So this is a Singer Talent, which is like, it wasn't a lot as well, and it looks quite similar, although I don't know if you have it, but it's like you have a little window here for the bobbin, because with my other Singer you need to remove this one, and then you got a little thingy here where the bobbin goes in here, and I can show you a very intricate Singer model as well, because I can show you that, because I'm gonna do the other one, and then because that one has like 79 types of stitches, so it is a lot more difficult, or at least like you can get a lot of you could feel really overwhelming with all of those stitches, like so much. And it also has a little screen as well, because that's a fancy like modern type of sewing machine. The bottom of mine doesn't have that. At the bottom to place the bobbin in. And now my lord, hi, welcome in. Yeah, you gotta remove the whole thing. Yeah, to be fairly honest, I like it a little more that it has a little window. Because when you are sewing, you can kind of see how much you've got left in your bobbin. And with the other one, you don't. But it is a bit more similar to an industrial sewing machine, because then you can. Oh, now I forgot the word. Because I looked it up. Because I don't know what a spoolhouse is in English. But it's basically where the bobbin sits in. And you have like a separate one for the industrial machine as well. Yeah, you never know. But with this one you can kind of see. Although sometimes I just forget to look and then I'm like, oop, it's empty. And then you've already sewn everything and now you've got a bunch of holes in your fabric, but you just haven't sewn the thing together, and it's just like, ah. But yeah, oh, it's a bit sad. There we go. There we go. And I also love that with the sewing machines like these, you have got a little knife at the end where you can just cut off your threads. Because with a fancy beautiful industrial sewing machine, it does it for you. So that's really nice. But yeah, because it is a lot of fun. And Cappuccino, hello, welcome on in. I'm gonna show my other sewing machine because we were talking about sewing machines today. And let me tell you why my cousin gave me this sewing machine. This is the other sewing machine, which also has this beautiful foot. I love it. It is perfect because this beautiful foot can do buttons by the size of button you put in here. So you will have the right size of buttonhole, so you don't have to fiddle around with measurements and stuff like that. And you've got the automatic stitches for it in here as well, and the different types of stitches for that. You can also sew the button on with the sewing machine, although I haven't tried that before. But you've got this whole panel of stitches, and then you've got some buttons. You've got a button here as well for the back and forth, the tension, and the width you decide by this little thingy here. So on the screen here you can see the width and the number of the stitch that you're gonna do. So for a beginner, I can barely understand that this is very overwhelming. And like, where do I start? And if something goes wrong, you don't know what's going wrong because you're pressing buttons and nothing's working. And that's the reason, unfortunately, why my cousin stopped sewing, because this sewing machine wasn't really helping her. It was just complicating everything for her. So instead, I would recommend for a beginner is mine, because it's very simple. It is also, how do we say that, very, not overwhelming, and a bit more, simple and organized, and like visually it's easier to understand a lot of the stitches instead of like this whole monstrosity, because most of them are just pretty stitches that you can do for embroidery or what's the other one? For quilting. Yes. You can also use this for quilting. It looks very scary. Never touch a stitch wheel. I always straight stitch for everything. Yeah, I also do straight stitches, although this one is very annoying because the straight stitches aren't pretty, so I use the other one. The reason for that is probably because I need this one to be looked at. But I just haven't done that, and I'm like, it still works fine with all the other stitches, so But yeah, this one I'm gonna use for the buttonholes mostly, and if I want to do a pretty flower stitch or whatever. But normally I wouldn't use this one too much. Instead I use my beautiful other one. Ta-da! And for anyone on YouTube, I will put the name of it in the description. But yeah, this is Singer Talent. That is a Singer Brilliance. And then I also have my serger, but that's not that, you know, it's a serger. I mean, I could, on Sunday, on a way, oh yeah, if I'm gonna do my stream, I could also, you know, explain my serger, because a serger is really nice, because then you don't have to do the zigzag stitch on your sewing machine, because I don't know why, but I just can't do zigzag stitches. I just can't do them. Probably because I'm more used to the serger than the zigzag stitch, but it's basically the zigzag stitch does the same as a serger. It's just you have to cut all the like little threads that like stick out. Like for this one, you need to cut that off first and then do the zigzag stitch. As for what I do, I just serge this because mine, not all of them, but mine does have a knife in the machine, so it cuts off all the little threads and some fabric as well, but you need to be a bit careful because you don't want to, you know, serge off all your seam allowance, because then it's not. Also it also goes blunt really fast then. I've tried a few times and only first, but yeah, the zigzag stitch, like you would also use that if you would work with elastics or oh no, what's it called, tricot or tricot fabric. So it's like stretchy, and then if you use a zigzag stitch, it keeps that stretch. But if you have a fancy serger like I do, you would just serge everything together. Because, like if you would look in like your own t-shirts and stuff, most of it is gonna be serged instead of stitched, because that's one, just easier, and then one, it doesn't fray, and it also keeps that stretch as well. A lot of information. Yeah, it's very, very complicated. But yeah, that's a bit of knowledge that I have on sewing. And of course, if I ever get a fancy, beautiful, industrial sewing machine, I could explain that as well, if anyone's interested to know a bit more about your sewing machine. Although I do need to say every sewing machine is different, depending on which, you know, type of any brand you buy. And some people say like, oh, Singer isn't good enough because it's, you know, it's pretty bad. And I can understand their reasoning, because the company's owner, like the people that make it, changed. So it's the materials and the way it's made is a lot cheaper and just not as good as it was before. Probably the reason why I like this one more, because it's an older sewing machine. than the other one, the more difficult one. Because that could be one reason why your sewing machine, or at least Singer sewing machine, isn't doing as well as others because of how it's made. It's just a lot cheaper and just not as good as others. But the ones I've used are fine, and maybe I'm just lucky. I don't know. But yeah, I can get away with sewing elastics with straight stitches. My stretch, well, so yeah. I mean, you can still work with straight stitches. But mostly that is one of the reasons why you would use a zigzag stitch. It's just one of the reasons. You don't have to. But if you want to keep that stretch the best way, I suppose. Yeah, I couldn't use any of them. So, I don't know, I need someone to tell me how to use sewing machine. Yeah. I mean, then it would be a great starting point to maybe do courses if you wanted to do sewing. You can do it as a hobby, but also, you know, just because you want to make your own clothes. Or not. But yeah, if you are like, you need to tell me how to do it, a course can help a lot. Or like me, you can go to school, but that's a lot more work. Like, how much work do you want to put in it? Depends on what you can do. Grabbing this. But yeah, at least I really like it. But the reason why I changed back to the old trusty sewing machine is mostly because this one does better straight stitches than the other one. And it's like really sad because that should be, you know, a better model. It's fancier and stuff like that. But it's, especially with sewing backwards, it just refuses to do the thing that I wanted to do. Because like it gives an eternal error, even though I'm doing nothing wrong. So it's very frustrating sometimes with that one. But for buttonholes, it's perfect. It doesn't do anything stupid. And I'm like, why? Why do you always want to do the difficult things perfectly, but not the very simple, easiest thing? Yeah, for anyone who wasn't here, this is the little thing that I made. This is one of the pieces of the ribbon. Ta-da! Yeah. Maybe. Oh yes. Hope you have a lovely lunch, and thank you so much for joining us. And probably will go pretty well because it's very easy, at least for me. Do need that, but yeah. I hope you go have a great lunch, and it was lovely seeing you guys here. It's very, very nice. But yeah, so now I lost what I was talking about, but that's okay. Oh, some lunch does sound nice though. I mean, I had breakfast, or I guess you could say it's brunch, because it was pretty late. But yeah, I might just do a break again today and eat some lunch as well, because that's good for you. So me, I like to draw and cook and do other creative things. Also me who in a minute too, because I wanted to go there. Yeah. You don't always have to have a reason to do something. Yeah. I mean, you know, as long as you don't get yourself hurt, why should you have a reason? You know, if you just think it's cool, then heckin' go for it, you know? But yeah. Whee! Because these will be like this.
The time is 2:00 p.m.
Wait, there we go. I can't really show this. Ta-da! They're all floppy, and I do need to iron them first though. Because they don't look great. Yeah. I mean, if you're having fun, why not? You know? Why the heck not? Making the seam allowance smaller. Yeah, I know, it's very pretty. I made the, or at least this one, for the detail. I did this yesterday, and I'm very happy how it turned out. I also have them for this as well, because the last 2 streams, yeah, I've been working on that. Because we finished the shorts. I can't remember if you were there or not. But I can still show them again. Because I'm really proud of them. I'm really, really heckin' proud of them. And I just need to do one simple little thingy that I keep forgetting to do because I'm lazy. Or just like, I can do it later. Because I still need to take a picture of it, of the shorts wearing them as well. But the place I normally, you know, take a picture, it's kind of full of shit now. Is there? Yeah, let's go. I can show it because I'm so happy with it. Because I finished them off stream with the hand sewing. But ta-da! Look, the details are on. Like especially this one, I did off stream mostly. But they're on, and I still need to do the buttons, and I completely forgot he also has some buttons on this as well. So I still need to sew those on, but it's done, and I just need to take a picture of them wearing them with like the panties and then a nice shirt for underneath it. But yeah, they're done, and I especially love this side. It's so pretty. And the other side's just a bit plain boring, but it's still pretty. It's still pretty. And I love it. I just need to finish it, those tiny little things, and then it's done. Yeah. I know. I can't wait, because if everything's gonna look so pretty, I can't wait to see everything together. It's gonna be so pretty. But yeah, just finishing this ribbon so it's ready for the cape, because they're gonna be together. Gonna be together. Because I just don't want to have a clip on the back to attach it to something that is gonna sit very uncomfortable. Definitely. So yeah. There we go. Flip this one inside out. I read it both sides. No, I did not. No, I did not. Oh, no, I did. Never mind. I did not say anything. But yeah. I was like, turn it off. Ta-da! This is also what we did. Because eventually it's gonna go like this. Eee. But I'm gonna need to iron it soon. So I'll be in the background, or a little off screen, basically. Because the ironing board is still all the way over there. I mean, you can kind of see it over here. The tippy tip of it. But yeah. This summer I'll have the new sewing room ready. And yeah. Gonna have to see how I can show everything though. But yeah. Very exciting things. Because once we're done today with this one as well, we will move on to the hat. Because there's something that I need to do for that as well. To prep for it, for the embroidery that I'm gonna do. But yeah, all of these pieces are now done and I need to iron them. So let's do that. So I'll be in the back, over here. Hello. No, can't see it over there. I don't fucking care. Shut up. Sorry, getting stupid spam email again. Because apparently they think I own a home and are emailing me about energy bills. And I'm like, or like they're gonna change countrywide. And I'm like, I don't care. I don't have to worry about that yet. Shut up. Yeah, right. Right. It's just annoying. That's this one done. Very simple little piece for the front. Whee! Yes, I know this one's a little wonky, but that's okay. And what are you? Hi, welcome in. Hello, I sewed I ironed one of the pieces that I've been sewing today. Also, this goes like this, yeah. Of what we finished yesterday. I'm now sewing it all together. And we're gonna finish it today, probably. Oh, you're drawing Ray's character. Cool. You're close to finishing. Nice. Oh, you do have. If you want, you can definitely share. Yes. Got the picture. Pretty. From. Ooh, nice. I like that. That looks great. Little demon. Or demon looking character. I haven't really looked into that character, so I don't know too much about it. A little lower. It looks great. Cause I still, yeah, these will be like that. There we go. Yeah. Oh yeah. No. You know what? I am gonna definitely block someone again. I've seen the blockader. Because stupid people exist. Oh yeah, I did also. I'm definitely not distracted. Yeah. So what did they say? Oh, it's just I don't know why I get these random emails on my old email account. But it's probably because someone had, or I did something stupid when I was a kid and I used my email somewhere and now they have it on a list. Or some other company gave out my email address to somewhere and now it's on a list and I get like emails that don't even interest me because I don't have the things that they're trying to get me to buy and stuff like you want, or like it's about cars and stuff as well. Like I don't even have a car. Like this is useless. Why? And also about the house pricings because they know it's pretty bad here, and like like your energy bills and like, oh, this is gonna so go here and get better deals and stuff like. I don't even have a house, bruh. So it's like stuff like that. Yeah, you will mum them. Thank you. I do appreciate that. And just like stupid things like that. I'm like, I don't even have what you're trying to give. Like, sell me. Like, it's very annoying. And yeah, to be honest, I do think, or definitely, at the pharmacy that I did go to, I think they did sell out my email information or to somewhere, because I've been getting like lose weight in like 3 weeks because you can use this to do that. I'm like, do I need to lose weight? No, I'm perfectly healthy, thank you. And besides, you're just giving people body dysmorphia. It's not good. It's not good. As you can tell, I really don't like those things. And it's definitely that the thing that they're selling is not gonna work anyway, because I do have a pretty strong opinion on diets, and that most of them are just, especially when it comes from companies and such stuff like that, and like they just want you to buy their stuff, and when it doesn't work, they, you know, make it feel like you were, because of you it didn't work. And like, you're just making people even more sad about their life and their body, and that's just not good. You know, it's not good. That's why I use different emails addresses for each Yeah, that's true. I recently found out that I can just block people. So I'm just like, block you. And I hope it does something. And if not, then like, oh well. Because from some I haven't heard in a while, which is nice. I'm just like... And super ultra rock clear for only... Oh yeah, and also the other things that I've been getting is about iCloud, and your iCloud is full, and I'm like, I don't even have iCloud. I got OneDrive. And or like some other system is like, this is definitely not, because most of the time when you can see it's not an official email, it's mostly because they use pictures, or it's like not a written email. Because normally when you get stuff like that, especially when my OneDrive is full, I get a very red exclamation point, or like a symbol on my computer where the symbol of my OneDrive is. It's like, your stuff is full. You need to either remove something or pay money to have more storage. And then I will know if my storage is full. But when I get a stupid email like that, I'm like, yo, you can't fool me, because one, I don't have it, and two, I did not get that red mark where my OneDrive is, then it's full. So you can't fool me. But yeah, it's also kind of sad, because there are people that do generally think that what they're saying is true. And I'm like, no, don't do that. But yeah, that's my little rant about stupid emails. From stupid people or robots. I don't know if there's actually a person behind this. Probably. But no, that's not good. Okay, now I'm gonna put that out again because it's hot and upcycly. Hello. Thank you so much for the lurk. I hope you have a nice lurk. I am finishing the ribbon today, and I also hope you have had a lovely stream. I saw you were streaming again today. I hope you enjoyed it. Oh yeah. That's also the thing, right? Right. This is gonna be very thick. So I hope this is gonna go well with sewing. This is like a bunch of layers. Like, look how thick that is. I'm gonna sew this on 1 centimeter. Then we're gonna have a bow. This one as well, and this one's gonna go on the... I don't need to worry about that one yet. It's always fun when your pins fall. Now I'm gonna go back to the tutorial that I'm using. do that, that, and then you've got like, yeah. Okay, sorry. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, or has hurt. Sorry about that. I was moving some cables around. But since I've never made a ribbon myself before, I am using a tutorial. And this is the the Sailor Moon Fuku tutorial. I did put it somewhere on my or some in the tutorial section in my Discord, and for YouTube I will put it in the description. But if you wanna you know, in the stream wanna look it up, it's the Sailor Moon Fuku tutorial. If that makes any sense. Yeah, it is a great tutorial actually. Although one thing that is that they use inches, I believe, instead of centimeters. But if you just use it as a reference and like me make your own pattern inspired and, you know, similarly looking like theirs, but like it has the same element and it has the same shape, but it's just a different size and different seam allowance, then but there are also, I think, PDF files where you can download the patterns, I believe. But I made them myself because that's just what I do. Yeah. And you know what? I am not happy with that one. Give me a second. I don't like this. Okay. Now I can sew it together. There we go. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Need to refine some things because it just didn't look as good as the other one. So yeah. But 1 centimeter. Scissors. Yes. But yeah, it's a pretty nice tutorial, and they've got more than just the bow. I'm just using the bow because that's the only one I need at the moment. But there are more things that you can look into. Ooh, so nice. Look at it. It's a ribbon. Or similarly looking like a ribbon. Oh, how did that do this one again? Okay. I know this is really sad, but I need to see how I did this. Okay. Yeah. Just so that I know how to sew this together. Yes, yeah. It's a very nice sound. Like this is the few ASMR that I do like. Don't like too many, but this is like, it's kind of nice, especially when you go really fast, and this, it's like, it can be a really nice sound when you just flick to like people like, I can sew really fast. Now let's see how this wants to go. Because it's very thick. Yes, thick boy. But it's sewn. Yay. It has been sewn. Yeah, that looks okay. Now the difficult part is to iron this side. Whee. I will probably cut some things out here as well, because this is thick. Like, I'm surprised that it's sewn this, because yeah, it was already quite difficult with this one, but I think this one was a little easier because I didn't line it, and then I think that made it a little bit more difficult for this one. So maybe in hindsight this was a good thing that I didn't line it before. But oh well, I'm gonna see how it's turning out. How it's gonna turn out. Technically in the end as well, I'll or stuff like that will just disappear as well. It won't be there forever. Because inlining just it's not really like decomposing, but it just goes away after time as well, or after some time it'll just go away. But yeah, I got a ribbon. Whee! And Rider Mine, hello, hello, long time no see. I hope you are doing well. You missed something very exciting, but I can still show you if you want. I finished the shorts. Or technically, I still need to do the button. But that's the one itty bitty tiny thing I still need to do. But the rest of it is done. So if you want to see, because I'm so happy with it. But ta-da! This is what they look like. Eee. These are the signs with all the details. And they fit. I just need to do the last little things and then take a picture of it. But they're done! Yeah, drunk bar charts! Yee. And now, since we finished that, I am making the ribbon. I already did a little thing. I just need to make it look like this now. Because this is a bitty... pretty thick ribbon. But yeah, we finished it. And I'm so happy. I know, it's so pretty. But yeah, I'm just... this one is a lot easier to do. And I finished this one a lot faster as well. How to say that? I'm lost for words again. But there's, since I started this, it's been 3 streams so far. So yeah, it's a lot faster and really nice. But yeah, I hope you are doing good as well. Hope everything, because I don't remember if you were that person. You know what? I'm not gonna guess, but I hope you are doing well. I hope you are. Okay, this inside, so it goes like this. Like that, like that. Because it's so thick. You know what? I might just also thin this bit out. Because it's so thick. It's so thick. Because this is a bunch of layers and then also some detail as well. And it's quite a lot. It's quite a lot. Just trying to make it as easy as possible for myself. But I don't think I did. Okay, go on. Oh, my ego says build tomorrow. Oh, nice. I hope it goes well. Which way goes though? The door is this way. Okay. This is gonna be a challenge, but I'm here for it. here for the challenge. But yeah, it is a very thick layer. But yeah, this looks a lot more like a ribbon, doesn't it? And I know it's a little but I do like it. It's my first ribbon slash bow. It's tied in the Lego box. It didn't look like it was by it. Oh no. Yeah. Oh. I need thread in a needle. This is pretty good, right? Yeah. Hope so. I think I'm gonna do double, right? Yes. For this one, just to be sure, I'm gonna do the thread double. So that's a little bit more stronger when I stitch it together. But nice. Nice. Probably should grab them, don't I? I'm gonna quickly just go to my other room and grab some pliers, because I think I'm gonna need them. Got a little. Okay. Wait. Now? Sorry. What? What was it from yesterday? Could be, right? No, that was from yesterday. What the fuck? I'm sorry about that. There were some kids outside. That completely threw me off. I am so sorry for that. Give me 1 second, because I need to look at something important at the moment. Oh my gosh. Okay, so that's good. Okay. Yes. Pliers, that's what I was gonna do. Be right back. And I'm back. Okay, fine. That's Dutch. Putting my sewing machine aside. Got my pliers now. Let's sew this. Hopefully. And let's do this. Then this bit. Being careful. Yes. It's still not there yet. But a lovely person yesterday called Moragil donated. So one thing that I might be able to buy is the wood for. Or at least be closer to being able to buy the wood for the lyre. So yeah, or the harp, whatever you want to call it. But it's very exciting that I'm being able to save up a little more as well. Because one thing I also still need to buy is the boning for the corset. But that one can wait a little longer. But at least I will have a little bit more money on my savings account. So, yay! But yeah, maybe because I still need to talk with my dad about how we're gonna do that. Depending on how busy he is. That might happen in the summer as well. But just depending on how busy he is. Because he's making an entire shed at the moment. Which he's quite passionate and busy with at the moment. Which I understand. Because he also just wants to have it finished. So he can continue to build other cool stuff. In his free time. He really likes to build. Yeah, it's very cool. Because I did find some that I really liked, but I just don't know how expensive it's gonna be for how much I need to have. So yeah, still figuring that out. But yeah. Gonna be all good, and I'll be able to do that as well soon. It's very nice. Yep. Yes. There we go. That's the part of the ribbon. So this one will be put together by this bit, like that, in the end, with this one as well. Ooh, yeah. Well, when it's like, it's a bit, well, half of it looks really well, because he's making half of the shed first, and then moving the all the stuff that he has still on the other side of the shed, that's the old shed. He can move them into the new part of the first half of the shed, and then build the rest of the shed, basically. Because we have a place where you can put a lot of stuff already, but it's already full. So yeah, gotta have to have some things still there to yeah, to be able to do his stuff. But it's been really pretty, because he made a foundation first out of stone, and then building on that with wood, so that if it rains or oh, you got to go, cappuccino, bye bye bye, see you again soon. I'll be back on Sunday, hopefully, if it isn't too hot in here. But yeah, bye bye bye. But yeah, he had like the stone first, and then the wood, because then when it rains, or you know, because it can be very you know, it can rain a lot here, so if the water stays, it won't like make the wood as wet, so that there doesn't grow too much, or that it doesn't grow any mold anywhere. Because that happened with the old shed. So yeah, he's figuring out how to do that. And it turned out pretty cool already. Or it's turning out pretty cool. Really? But yeah. He's finally using up a lot of his wood as well, because he's really good at saving up his wood. He's a whole stash, basically. A whole stash of wood. Also, it's almost 3 p.m. Yes. Here we go. But yeah, he's pretty good at building stuff. Like, he made us a beautiful table as well. He's gonna help me out with the harp as well. Alright. This goes... This one goes like that. There we go. And then it's over here. And this goes like that. Yeah. There's this by hand as well. And you're back! Hello! Yeah, welcome back. I got some good news! Ta-da! I'm holding it together right now because I need to do some hand sewing, but this is how it's looking so far. It's a ribbon slash bow, like, looks so good. I know, it's so pretty, but it's really thick. Like, oh my gosh. But yeah, I just need to do some hand sewing and then it's done. Then it's done. But I don't know how I'm gonna pin this though. This maybe? Because I'm gonna sew this little gap here, and then this little flap will eventually go like this, so that I have a little gap for some fabric to go through, or a little channel basically. And if not, and if I decide not to do it, I can just hide it behind here and you won't see it. Ah, and then it's done. It's like, it's a lot easier, and I had to take apart this one to see how I did it again. But this one also looked very pretty. Although this one's a lot thinner because it doesn't have the details on it. But yeah, this one also looked like this. I don't know where I would use this for. Probably not, because there's a... I washed this fabric and with the washing machine that we had, it left a lot of like black spots everywhere, because there's some gunk that was still left over, so it's not the prettiest anymore because of that. And I just really don't like this fabric. It's little. But for a mock-up it looked pretty good. It looked like a nice ribbon. But yeah. Oh, I'm so happy how it's turned out. And then we have like 2 hours more to go, so I'll definitely will be able to go onto the hat and do some hand sewing for that. Because I mean, I could do the buttonhole for the shorts, but it's gonna be pretty loud on stream. I don't want to give you guys ear damage. Gonna be responsible, the responsible adult, and not do that. But yay! That's not what I wanted. And I'm probably gonna move my camera again as well, because this isn't the best angle for hand sewing. Hello. Or hello. That's a city or a place. I can't remember which one it was. But hello. Sorry, I'm having a difficult reading your name. Slice. I hope I said that correctly. But welcome in. I hope you are doing well. Him making a cosplay. And I'm finishing. Oh, it's Dyson Slice. Oh, yeah, now I see it. Thank you. Oh, that's a cool name. Sorry, it's not because of your name. I'm just dyslexic, so don't mind me. But Dyson Slice is a nice name. My hands are sweaty. It's because it's really hot. It's summer, and I'm like, ew. Oh, alrighty. But welcome. In a second, I can show what I'm making, but I'm almost done. Wait, work with me. Thank you. There we go. There we go. And then last little bit. No. There we go. Yay! Now hopefully that will stay together, but I've been making a ribbon slash bow slash whatever you want to call it. Ta-da! It's finished for now, at least. I still have this little thingy, but I need to decide if I wanna use that for attaching it to the cape or not. Because it can make a little channel for some fabric to go through. But yeah, it's finished. And for the cosplay I'm making from the character below me, which is Venti from Genshin Impact, this will be in the front. Here. Ta-da! And yes, I know it's black in the picture, but when I was buying fabrics, I was looking in the splash art, and because of the highlights that they use to imply that it's, light is shining on the art, because that's, an artistic style. I honestly thought it was blue, because they used the blue color in the art. So I decided to make the ribbon blue, and I honestly like it a lot more than the black. But yeah, that's the one little thing that's a bit inaccurate, as you could say. But yeah, a little bow. It's done. I saw Venti for the first time. I thought, oh yeah. A lot of people thought that as well. I like it a lot more as well, yeah. And since there's a lot more other spots that are black as well, I decided to make them blue so that it wasn't just a mistake for the bow, it's a mistake for everything. So everything is the blue now. But yeah, I really love it. It looks really pretty. Because I myself have never really made a bow before. Which is why I used a tutorial for this one as well. It's the Sailor Moon Fuku tutorial. Yeah, so like, if I'm gonna make everything blue, I'm just gonna make everything blue instead of black. It's so pretty. But since we're finished with that, I can move on to something new. Yay! Which is the hat. Because I need to do some preparations before I can do some embroidery. Because I finished this one already. Which has a lot of hand sewing as well. Because for anyone who's new here, like Dyson Slice, I love hand sewing. And if you continue staying here, you'll probably see it coming back a lot. But yeah, I will put some stuff away, like my sewing machine. I'm not gonna need it anymore because it's finished. It's done. Although, give me a second, I need to have my phone because I need to put the time down. Yeah, it's a lot better. I love it so. I love it 10 times more, honestly.
The time is 3:00 p.m.
Thanks, laptop. So for anyone who's new here, my laptop tells us the time, and if you want to thank them, you can. And I give them a little pet. Because you never know, you know? Be nice to your electronics, and maybe they'll, in the future, not be so mean to you. Because you were nice to them. You know? It is mostly a joke as well. Because I don't know when it started to do this, but it did. And I honestly do like it a lot, because then I keep track of time really easily. But it's not really something you would normally think your laptop would do. So it's been 1:50. It's 11. 45 plus 50 is... no, 44, right? No. 34. 12 hours, and then we're on 50. Nice. That one's done. Do that, and now we're on to the hat, which I will put a timer on, or stopwatch, I should say, because I keep track of the time for all my stuff, because I just like that a lot. Oh yeah, I was gonna clean some things up. I can be a bit all over the place. Don't mind me. Gonna put you in the background. Because one thing that I want to do is we have these little diamonds on the hat that I'm gonna just sew on there by hand, so that I can do the embroidery, which is gonna be a whole thing as well for this one. Is that one thing is with, I'm gonna use this for the 2 circles it's gonna have and the little triangles. And I'm also gonna use the gold in this one. But is this the blue that I'm gonna use? I don't think so. I got a whole box of embroidery thread. Sorry about the screaming people. Is it this one? Yeah, I'm just gonna use this one. Because then I can cut the right size. Also, sorry for any background noises. There's just a lot of people outside, apparently, today. But yeah, I'm gonna use this one for the edge of this one. Because if you look in the character model and the pictures of the hat, you can see that it is a lighter and a darker outline. Although if I was going to do that with fabric, it was going to be such a tiny little pattern and detail. I was like, that's too finicky. I'm not going to do that. So I thought about doing embroidery, since I've never done that before, and I would like to try that as well. Because I have not done anything else creative yet. Or I've not done every creative thing yet that's out there. But yeah. Go. I don't need to use this one. Nope. But yeah, that's what I've planned for the hat, which we will, or I will continue on after this stream, although depending on the Sunday this week, because I always stream on the Sundays, I won't do the hat, because I need to finish a little side project of mine, which is a blouse, which is pride themed. There we go. And yeah, I wanted to finish that as well, because technically in 2 weeks the convention is gonna be there and I need to be done with it. So, because I'm halfway there, you know, I just need to do a few things and finish it. And like, that's all I need to do. So I'm gonna do that either on stream or off stream on Sunday. Because it's like, now it's like a very nice temperature here, because it's, let me look, because I don't know how hot it is outside. And like, it's 21 degrees now. Oh no, 24, there we go. Need to update, but like, tomorrow already, no. Like, tomorrow it's gonna be 29 degrees. Then on Saturday and Sunday it's gonna be 30 degrees Celsius, by the way. So that's really hot. And for anyone who doesn't know, this is in the attic, so you can imagine how hot that's gonna be. Although, especially in the morning, because the sun is gonna be on this window, and then like for now in this time it's a lot cooler, so it isn't as hot as it could be. So depending on how I feel and how it's gonna go, and if there is a cool wind, then it's doable in here. But it hasn't been 30 degrees yet, so I'm like a little indecisive if that's gonna go or not. But if it is, I'll be working on the blouse. Yes. Also, sorry for anyone. I will change this camera. So, warning for moving and such. A little bit, because hand sewing is very personal and up close. Hee. There we go. Now, you're not leaving at all. There we go. Now the only thing I need to do is changing the screen. Give me a second. That is this one, and then this one. Ta-da! That's my left. Yes, it's all good. Now I do need to grab the thread, and I think I put that in my other room. So I'm gonna hop to the other room real quick and do that. I'm gonna be right back. And I'm back. Oh yeah, it's also a thing that I want to do. Right. Depending how fast this will go, I might stop a little earlier today, because I haven't eaten lunch yet. Whoopsie. And I haven't really gotten on a break, and I don't really want to, so I might just stop a little earlier. Yes, I need to grab a needle for this. Right, this will be ripped. Yeah, I think they are placed in the right vicinity of the thing. Because I can show you guys. Because I have gotten... Because I have the game myself as well, because I play it as myself. I've taken some beautiful pictures on my phone, because I have the game on my phone as well, and I do need to say that the circle here is going to be a lot smaller, but I'm still going to try and do it, you know, Um, but yeah. Yeah, I think this one I might put a little closer to here. Oh, that's the needle. The same with this one. But I think they're at the right place. And if not, I already really like how it's looking, so I think it'll be alright. But yeah, what I'm gonna do is very simple. Is just stitching it on very loosely. Because I'm gonna go over it with embroidery thread to get, like, I don't know if you saw it in the design as well, or in the picture, but like it has a lighter and then a darker outline. And this is the only way I thought I would be able to do it. So yeah, I'm gonna embroider that first, although I'm not gonna do that today yet because I don't know how to do embroidery yet. So I'm gonna have to figure that out first before I do anything. But some preparation is good as well. You know, because then I don't have to worry about them moving around and such. Yep. But yeah, that's okay. I don't know how to do any of this. Let's go anyway, club. Yeah, basically, like, same with the corset as well. I don't know how to do it, or well, make the pattern myself. And I'm like, I saw someone else do a duct tape pattern, which I have done before, but not on myself. On a dragon tail, I did a duct tape pattern. So yeah, that's a lot different as well. Although one thing I might, but that's gonna do that indeed. Yeah, it is quite a lot of corset, but I do think I'm able to figure out. Because the one thing is with Venti's corset is that the design is just a lot different. Because it basically, and in little pointy things on in the front, there's a hole in the fabric. So I'm like, but then there's also gold on it, so like, how? So I think I might do that with those bits. I could do by hand, but I think I might actually make those from foam, depending if I like how that looks. Wanted to try it, but such a monumental task. Yeah, because the thing about them is that they are supposed to be to change your body shape and must perfectly, yeah. For me it's more that I need to make it look must fit perfectly, yeah. There we go. I was like, but yeah, I could thank you for doing that. Oh, what was I gonna say? But yeah, for my corset, it's mostly more of like, it doesn't really has to have the structure, but I think it would be a good thing to have it, because I saw someone else make it, but it looked very floppy and just not as great. But of course, it's still cool that they made the cosplay. Because there's one other like YouTube tutorial on Venti. And it's like an official tutorial of like, look how I made this. And they used a pattern. But since I don't do patterns like that. Yeah, that's this one. Yeah. Do I wanna? Because I got this thing. But I'm unsure if I want to use it here. For what I'm gonna do, at least. Yeah, no. I'm not gonna use it because it's gonna complicate what the thing that I need to do, and it's very simple. But yeah. No, just stop at 5. Timer on, because I'm actually gonna start this. But yeah. It's more of like I want to make the shape, and it has a closing like a corset as well. And I will probably make a lot of mock-ups as well. Because I do think I'm really gonna need that. To be fairly honest, I think I'm gonna add a few more pins in here. Just so that it stays in, because the fabric that I put in for the little diamonds is satin, and it's very fluid, so it wants to move around a lot. But yeah, the stitch I'm doing is just going up and down into the fabric, basically. Let me move you guys even closer. Because it's basically this stitch, so you go in it and then up, so like up and down again, and that's how I secure it in such a way that it doesn't really, you know, it's not gonna move when I'm gonna do the embroidery, and that's mostly what I want. I don't want it to move. Then it can all go wonky, and I don't want to do that for my entire cosplay, because some details did go a little wonky in the shorts, unfortunately, but it's okay. I can live with it, but it's not something that you really want, because I am still making this for a competition at the end of the day, and I am a bit of a perfectionist, so it does bother me a little, but if I get over it, I am still gonna be very proud of what I made at the end of the day. It's just gonna take me a bit. Ooh. Yes. But this is literally it. Just to secure it so it's not gonna move, and that I can take out the pins as well, so that they don't poke any holes in things that I didn't want them to poke holes in. And I've already made a knot. Yay! Can we take it out? I hope so. Are you serious? Well, that's just annoying. Eh. That's the only annoying thing about hand sewing, is that you can make knots in your stuff, in your things. But I'm gonna try and save it. Yeah, it's really annoying. And sometimes you can still save it, but other times you just can't. You're like, why did you do this to me? But it's still long enough that I can, you know, redo some stuff. It's like... And luckily you won't see the thread, because I'll go over it, but still. It is sad. It's a sad moment. What I'll do is just go over the same stitch 3 times to secure this. Because it doesn't have to be super duper secure, it just needs to be stitched down or stitched onto the fabric. And then hopefully with the embroidery it will just stay in place and not be annoying. But yeah, let's make another knot. This one is intentional. And let's continue where we left off. And that's why many people say, like, don't use too long threads, or use beeswax to wax your thread so that it doesn't make knots, basically. I'm like, I don't really like that though. And all my hands get greasy, and yeah, no thanks. And I think I can say that I'm pretty good at avoiding knots or getting the knots out of the fabric. There we go. But yeah, there's a lot of things you can do to avoid knots. I just don't do them. Because that's extra work and I don't want to do that. Stinky extra work. There we go, that's one down and 4 more to go. No, a new one. some water. Keep yourself hydrated. It's warm weather. At least for many people it's getting warmer. For some it's getting colder. Because, yeah, that's a weird thing that I figured out not too long ago as well, or learned about, is that it's not summer for the entire world. It's like one half of the earth it's summer, and for the other half it's winter. And that confused me so much. I'm like, what? But yeah, apparently that's how it works. It's only one half. It's summer. The other half, it's winter. Yeah, it's really weird. Well, it's like for them it's winter, but for us it's summer. And that's just mind-blowing, honestly. Bonk. Oh, we're getting there. Da-da-da-da-doo. And yes, I do always get more quiet when I'm doing hand sewing. I get very concentrated. As for like with sewing, I was talking up a storm. Because that's a lot easier sometimes. Ooh. Okay. I thought there was a knot, but it already undone itself. There we go. That went a lot better. Yeah, I did it. I almost forgot if I had put on the timer, because then I know how much time I put for both things. But yeah, after all this handwork is done for the hat, it's almost done as well. I just need to do the embroidery and then sew everything together. or mostly, because I think I need to make the flower first as well, so that I know how I'm gonna do the magnet with the hat. Because for the flower, I don't want it to be there on permanently. So I'm using a magnet to take, put on the flower and take it off when I want. But I'm still unsure how that's gonna go, or how I'm gonna do it as well. How will I do this? I don't know yet. But most of it I will be able to do. Because it's very easy. It's just rimpling the outside line and then stitching it on a band and then finishing it. So this one will probably take me a few more streams as well. But not as many as the hat, definitely. As the shorts. Because that one, ooh. Although, I do want to take a look. Sorry, I'm just gonna look at my, because this one will also be on YouTube. It's like some nice wins. Because I'm putting everything on my YouTube as well. It's like archive stuff. Oh yeah, sewing the hat, part 1. I did that in... No, right? That should have taken me longer. Am I missing a stream? Ooh. Huh. Uh-oh. I'll look at that after the stream and see how far I got with that. Because I felt like I did more than just one stream for the hat. But it could have also been that I did some work off stream as well, to be honest. I just remember I did more. Oh well, if I miss one stream, that isn't too bad. I think I had that with one stream as well. Or I think I did. Don't remember all too well. Whoopsie. Oopsie doopsie. You know, mistakes like that can happen because I've been doing a lot of streams. It's like I'm almost. Oh yeah, no, this is number 60. Stream number 60 since I started putting it on YouTube. Because I did like 3 streams before I got the best setup and stuff and such. And that's when I decided to also archive the streams as well. So the first few I don't have them, but that was just some art as well. It wasn't all too interesting as the others, I think. Then 2 more to go. Well, I think we're done for today. Because I'm getting hungry as well. And yeah, it's been a good stream today, so we got everything done that I wanted to get done, at least for the ribbon / bow, so that's good. And then we got the preparation for this one done, which is even better, and I can't make 2 knots in the same place. So that's apparently too difficult as well. There we go. Go. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Doo-doo. Yeah. It's always funny to see all the little stitches on the other side. Looks so funny. And also very neat as well. Go. Then the last one. Then we're done. Although I don't know if these are the same. This one's a little bit closer. Nope. Oi. There we go. Last one. Wee. Then I can raid into someone, or at least I'm gonna see who's live today. I think there were quite a few people the last time I checked. go. There we go. Last one is done. Then we have all of them sewn on there. Now they won't move around and stuff like that. And I can do the embroidery. Yay! Whew. Getting a bit tired again as well. Ooh, that's nice. Took me perfectly half an hour and 1 minute. Oh, 30. It's 1:14. That's nice. But yeah, that's all I will do for today. So yeah, let's go to my close-up so I can put that one away. Stand up. Be able to stand at my computer and such. And look at who is live. Yeah, I wanna have that. There we go. This one. Yeah, I think I'll be able to continue the hat next week. Although I still need to see how that one's gonna go, and how I'll be able to plan in everything that I want to do on that day. Because still need to see when I'm gonna work, when there's other things happening and such. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my, who do we want to rate into today? We got 2 makers and crafters. One of them is just started. Although, I've never rated. I don't know if I should. Because there's someone else that I would love to rate into as well. Just that this person, I don't know them too well. And I'm a bit unsure on rating people that I'm not that familiar with. How far along a day? 3 hours. Okay. They are doing something. You know what? I could also just not rate into anyone today. That's okay as well, because I just want to eat, have lunch, and look back on how much I did for the hat. Because now I'm a bit unsure if I missed a stream. Oopsie. But yeah, let's do my outro. Let's see if I remember how to do this. But I'm gonna thank you all so much for joining me today. It was a very lovely stream. Lovely people coming back again as well, like Gia. It's lovely chatting with you today. Yeah, some new people joining as well, which is nice. It's love to see new people join. Cause you know, if we hit 150 followers, I'm gonna do a piano stream. Very important. Or at least learn piano on stream. Because I don't know how to play piano yet. But I have one. And this is a good excuse to play the piano. But yeah, I normally don't stream on Tuesdays. But since I'm free today, you know, I have a lot more time now because I'm done with my exams. Or almost done. So yeah, I've got a lot more time, but if you want to know my schedule and if it changes, because it did change this week, I got a Discord, if I did not spell that correctly. There we go. Discord. No, yeah, there we go. I got a Discord. You can join. You can also share your stuff that you make, or if there's a cool game that you're excited about, you can share it as well. And you can also put any suggestion for channels, you know, that want to be added, because it's still a small community, small Discord server, but it's a lot of lovely people have joined already, which is really nice. Yeah, for anyone who doesn't know, this will also be on YouTube. It's my archive. So you can watch back any other streams that I've done before. I will organise it a little better on what I've done and such, because there's a lot of streams, and some of them are 2 streams because either I forgot to put in the charger for my laptop, or my Wi-Fi died, and then I just continued streaming, so I have like 2 streams that are from the same day, but just separate, because I don't edit any of them, because that's just easy, and then you got the entire version, because, yeah, and also I'm lazy, you know. But yeah, if you'd like to look back at anything that I've made before for this cosplay, you can watch it there, and I will put, for other cosplays that I'm gonna make, I'm gonna put them there as well, so yeah. And you can watch it there as well. As well. Yeah, say it a lot. But yeah, thank you all so much for joining. I won't be ready into anyone, but I'm sure you guys can watch a lot of other people that you want to watch. Or if you want to watch someone new, you can just go to the Makers and Crafters, because there's a lot of cool beans there. There's a lot of cool beans. But I will just eat and relax and sort out my YouTube. But yeah, thank you all so much, and see you guys next time, and hope you all have a lovely rest of your day, night, or wherever you are in the world. Bye bye bye.